This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Rob Taylor, one final segment, and we look ahead to week number 2 in the NFL. Before we get to our Salt Hill Pub picks of the week, let's just talk about the Patriots and the Jaguars, an AFC Championship rematch. What to expect in this week? Once again, small sample, only 1 week, but the Jaguars don't look too good, only beating the Giants by 5. What can we expect when the Patriots travel down to Jacksonville?
Oh, I think it's going to be a great game. Obviously, last year's AFC Championship was a great game. And I think in a large part, the win last year in that championship game was Belichick getting in the heads of all of the Jacksonville team. They sort of overthought things and went away from what I thought was a good game plan initially, and they sort of gave up on it and tried to be way too conservative at the end. And
right.
Again, it's a case of, I think, Belichick just sort of outfoxing and outsmarting his opponents. And so, I mean, this time around, I mean, obviously they've been scheming. I'm sure they circled this date on the calendar a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because it is such a big indicator of what's to come. So I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think it should be a really good game. The 4:30 game is going to be a national televised game. And am I being not a cynical Patriots fan, but an optimistic one, I guess you could say, thinking that this game is kind of a no-lose scenario for them. If they go down there and lose to the Jaguars, they don't have their number one receiver, Edelman. They're on the road against a team that they almost lost to last year. It's almost like it's no lose. Because if they win, it's a huge win. If they lose, okay, you were supposed to lose. I
think you're right on to something there. I absolutely think this is one that is not a must-win for the Patriots. Would love to see them pull it out, but it's a long season.
Right.
And this is one of those games that I don't think is necessarily bad either way,
right.
Whatever the result happens.
And we talked about Chris Hogan. He had a quiet week in week 1. He had a quiet game against the Jaguars because they have such a good defense, as you mentioned. What should we expect? Low scoring, high scoring? Do we see Chris Hogan involved this week?
I think Hogan's going to get shut down just like he did last week. I don't think he's going to be a big factor. I think other guys are going to have to step up. It's going to be scheming. It's going to be short little passes and some creative coaching from Belichick.
And that's what we've come to expect, some creative coaching. So we'll look forward to that this Sunday at 4:30.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our picks, Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week, week number 2. And in the first week against Andrew, I went 5-0. Andrew was 2-3. And then our director, Alex, was 3-2. He's going to get in on the fun this week as well. So, Rob, got some work to do as the guest to catch up.
Yes.
See what you can do. All right, we'll start with the big NFC South battle, Panthers and the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons kind of laid an egg last week, so I'm not really high on them. So I'm going Panthers on this one. I think they look to have a strong week number 2.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you right off the bat. I'm going to go with the Falcons. They got that extra rest playing on the Thursday night game. I'm taking the home team Falcons. A big game in the NFC North, Vikings-Packers. Who you got? Is Aaron Rodgers going to play?
I think it's going to be a great game. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the hero. I'm going Packers.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that unbelievable comeback against the Bears on Sunday night.
Tale of two halves.
Exactly.
Yep.
Khalil Mack looked great, and then Aaron Rodgers as well. I'm going to go with the Packers. They get the win in that one. Chiefs and Steelers battle in the AFC. Who you got?
Yeah, this was probably the toughest one of these picks for me. I'm just going on experience. I'm saying Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, and their running back who's playing for Le'Veon, who's losing $1 million a week, seemed to have a good week. So.
He did, and the Steelers are a much different team at home. It's well documented. Roethlisberger home versus the road. They get back home. I go with the Steelers as well. The big one, Patriots Jaguars. Like I said, 4:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I never bet against the Patriots. I'm always going Tom Brady as long as it's Belichick and Brady. So.
Right, I agree with you. It's really tough to do that, especially with beating them last year. I think they get the win again. And then the Sunday night football game, Giants-Cowboys, big NFC matchup. Who you got?
I'm a seller on the Cowboys, so I'm going Giants here. I think they turned it around a little bit. They had a terrible, terrible first week, but so did the Cowboys.
Right.
So.
Somebody's going to get their first win this week. I disagree there. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. They get the win at home. There are the picks. You can always check out YCNnow.com to see the standings and check out past episodes of the show. Thanks to Rob Taylor, the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce Executive Director. Thanks for watching YCN Sports Talk.